Alex Periera versus Magomed Ankalaev. An unpopular take is about to be spoken right now. I think Magomed Ankalaev is going to beat Alex Periera. I think the fact that the guy is much younger than Alex Periera has to be a factor. I mean, you can say all you want. Oh, it doesn't matter. Age doesn't matter. He's 37, so what? He's knocking people out. It doesn't matter. The guy has not fought a heavy grappler in his entire run in the UFC outside of Jan Blachowicz, who realistically is a fighter that can grapple. He's not a heavy grappler, he's a fighter that has the ability to grapple. And what happened in that fight? Well, Jan Blachowicz gassed out completely. That's something that happened. Is Magomed Ankalaev going to gas out? We don't know. But on the off chance, and not even the off chance, the more likely chance that he doesn't, what happens then? And are we just gonna act like Magomed Ankalaev is not a better striker than he's been given credit for? He was on the feet against Thiago Santos, destroyed him on the feet. Snoozedeme, destroyed him. Who else? Anthony Smith? What happened to Anthony Smith? I guess he got hurt. Whatever. Jan Blachowicz got beat by Magomed Ankalaev. I'm sorry, he just did. I know he got taken down. It wasn't completely a kickboxing fight. And the leg kicks really did hurt Magomed Ankalaev. And I'll get into the leg kicks in a second there. But for the most part, what happened? Boom. Robbed actually. Johnny Walker knocked him out. Alexander Rakic, a kickboxer, beat him on the feet. So now we're just going to continuously lie and act like, for some weird reason, that Magomed Ankalaev, I just want to stay on the feet. Oh my god, can you imagine if he's on the feet with Alex Periera for more than 2 minutes? It'd be a murder! But it's not the case. What about Magomed Ankalaev's game, other than the fact that he has no power in his hands, for the most part? He did knock out Johnny Walker, but Johnny Walker has no chin whatsoever. Like, realistically, a no power pillow-fisted merchant could beat him and knock him out. But what actually happened with Magomed Ankalaev in all those fights? He won. He won decisively, won dominantly. And in the case of Jan Blachowicz, robbery. Honestly, that decision split, or whatever the fuck that was, the draw split, or whatever it was. Robbery. He would clearly beat Blachowicz. And Alex Periera also went to a split decision. I know the Magomed Ankalaev fight was a draw, but Alex Periera went to a split decision with Jan Blachowicz using a grappling heavy game plan where he just decided to himself, you know what, I don't think this striking thing is for me. I know I'm pretty decent on the feet, but you know what, let's just go for the grappling. I'm big, he's moving up from middleweight, let's see how this goes. And you're really going to tell me that for some weird reason that Magomed Ankalaev just would not use his grappling like that? Or the fact, oh well, if it's every round on the feet, well, if it's on the feet, I think Magomed Ankalaev is just fine enough, to be honest, on the feet, to not get completely chinned immediately by Alex Periera, who also, I know he has the Muay Thai style, did not immediately just finish Khalil Roundtree. He had to build up to it. He had to accumulate strikes and break him down. With Magomed Ankalaev, how much are you going to break him down until the point in the fight comes where Magomed is just taking you down and controlling you and probably beating you up as well? Now, for all we know, Alex Periera is actually a black belt, because everybody is in mixed martial arts, a black belt on the ground, and has some crazy triangles, some crazy submissions, and all that good stuff. Unlikely, if I'm being honest with you, considering he got his black belt after knocking out Jamal Hill. How does that make any sense? And he's been doing MMA for not that long. Yet he's up to a black belt? Glover Teixeira just be glazing Alex Periera. Let's be honest here, Alex Periera now does have the advantage when it comes to the low kicks. The calf kicks will definitely add up, and we have seen Magomed Ankalaev struggle with those kicks when it comes to just checking them, or, you know, the Jan Blachowicz fight, the guy was definitely hobbling around a little bit, but the fact that he can grit through that stuff is a huge benefit to the guy. I mean, well, realistically, right, I get it, you don't want to be up close in the tight ranges with Alex Periera, completely understandable. Can we for sure, without a doubt, say that Alex Periera cannot become hesitant on the feet? That's right, hesitant on the feet because of the wrestling threat that is present with him, and not let his hands go. Because we saw in the Khalil Roundtree fight, he didn't just go completely bonkers crazy from the get-go. He was breaking him down, trying to time a good shot to knock him out. We are going off the presumption that Magomed Ankalaev is someone that can get completely chinned, out cold and clean, when really nothing suggests that. I know he got dropped against Thiago Santos, I understand that, but we're looking at Alex Periera here, and Yuri Prohaska did a decent job using the wrestling in their first fight. It wasn't the best, Second round, he got knocked out. I understand on those exchanges sometimes, you know, the elbows to the back side of the head finished him off in the first fight. But Magomed Ankalaev is not like that. He's not going to leave his head open to be hit consistently like that. Like, he's not a wrestler that's just going to be going in for a double leg and just like, okay, I'm stuck in this position. Nothing's really happening. Let me stay here for a little bit longer. Oh my god, I'm taking elbows. It's fine. I'll still threaten this double leg. And let's see if I can get it. Oh, whoops. Okay, I'm knocked out. That's not going to happen with Magomed Ankalaev. The guy is very skillful with his wrestling. He isn't just going to go for single legs and double legs, by the way. Like, the guy has some judo tosses in his game. He has some back takes. He can drag you down from the back. He can take you down in more facets than just, oh, well, look, it's a double leg coming. Hopefully I don't get caught, and if I do, it's over for me. No, it's not that one-dimensional. He can push you against the cage, control you against the cage. The worst style of fighting unanimously across fan bases is holding against the cage, stomping the toe strategy. But it's effective, and it can work here. And I understand Alex Pereira is a big dude. He's a big fucking dude, right? He's a big Brazilian dude. Got knockout powers in his hands, and I'm not saying this is a given. Oh my god. This is where the money is. I can't believe no one else is seeing this. Put the house on Ankalaev. I'm not saying that at all. I have put money on Ankalaev, but not my house, obviously, because I don't own a house. I live with my parents. The information I think that was necessary to be explained in this video. But if I did have a house, I wouldn't just bet on Ankalaev. The guy is good on the feet, but he's still open to getting knocked out. I mean, the guy did get dropped by Thiago Santos. That was a 5-round decision. Every time Ankalaev goes to a 5-round decision, the likeliness of him getting knocked out increases. But the fact that he did completely not dominate, but decisively beat Rakic and just other good strikers in the division. I mean, we're not going to pretend like Özdemir is not a good striker. Like, I know the fight was on the feet predominantly, but he clearly won that. It was a boring fight, don't get me wrong. Same with Thiago Santos. But now, I've gone on enough about that. And let's look at Alex Pereira and what he's bringing to the table. He's bringing in KO power. He's bringing in better striking on the feet. He was a former kickboxing world champion. Even though he's 37, he's still the more technical striker on the feet. I will never take that away from him. And I think the guy is so big that I think it is kind of hard to take him down. I know Jan Blachowicz took him down, but that was kind of like an unexpected game plan. Not really unexpected, but more so just bleh. You know what I mean? It's one of those game plans you just don't see coming. You just come out of nowhere. Alex Pereira has the low kicks, the calf kicks, all the kicks, and if he connects enough on Ankalaev and Ankalaev drops his hands to defend those, because I don't think Ankalaev is the greatest checker of kicks, he can go high and eventually head kick Ankalaev. These things are possible, but we're looking at a consistent minute-by-minute basis who's winning this fight. It's Ankalaev. I understand the knockout power is there, it's 5 rounds, but in his last fight, he was connecting on Khalil Roundtree, and when the opponent is expecting the striking, like Ankalaev is a striker, he's very technical, he's very sound on the feet. Like, the guy is expecting to get hit, or if he's not expecting to get hit, he's not just, you know, just going in for a blitz and just thinking, okay, well, this will work, and then all of a sudden, oh my god, this was something completely unexpected, and something just connected on my chin, and now I'm going down, and I'm out. That's not gonna happen with Ankalaev. Think about it for 2 seconds, right? Ankalaev, a strike, like, when you don't see these shots coming is when they're the most devastating. Like, you've seen fighters take massive shots to the head and be just fine. Like, look at Tony Ferguson and Justin Gaethje. He was taking some big shots in that fight. What happened? Kept taking them until the ref eventually was like, okay, this is enough brutalizing. I don't think Alex Pereira is going to land like a 400 punch combination throughout a fight on Ankalaev's face. I just don't see that happening. I think Ankalaev is more skillful than that. He's going to be looking for a big shot. Like, look at the big shots that Pereira has landed. Jamal Hill didn't expect that hook shot. Yuri Prochaska was not expecting that. I believe in the first fight he got him with the elbows after dropping him with his with the hook as well. And then in the second fight, I believe he ended up finishing with a head kick. But by then, Yuri Prochaska had already been dropped and was clearly just not expecting that. Like, he was not there fully. Like, a lot of these shots are just shots that the fighters don't see coming. If this is a at-range fight like Khalil Roundtree was, and Khalil Roundtree knows he's going to get hit, and he keeps getting hit. Eventually, his body broke down, but he wasn't knocked out cold. And that's the thing. These fighters, when they don't see a shot coming, and I think some fighters like Gaethje have talked about it, they're more likely to get knocked out. They're more likely to get shut off. Like, I'm sitting right here. If someone just from behind me came me and just fucking chinned me, I'd probably get knocked out, and you'd see me get knocked out in this video. Actually, you wouldn't, because I wouldn't upload it. But if I knew a guy was there and he's about to punch me in the face, I'm just embracing myself to get punched in the face. I'm like, okay, let me just move a little bit. Let me try not to get hit, actually. It probably doesn't knock you out. It's weird to think about, but I do think this is how a lot of these fights go. Anyway, the pick will be Ankalaev for all the reasons that I said, and I do think he will win this fight. I think the wrestling, the fact that Periera hasn't truly been tested in this aspect is leading people to like really overrate him. I don't know about overrate, but a lot of people are saying he might be top 10 all time. I don't think he's even close. I don't think he's even sniffing the top 15 yet. So stuff like that's always interesting. But yeah, Periera, great fighter, and he can realistically win this fight. But I'm looking at this from a minute by minute fight, and I think more minutes will be won by Magomed Ankalaev unless Periera just finishes him off. And I wouldn't have said that about Yuri, Jamal Hill, Khalil, even though I picked Khalil. Fuck me, I guess. I don't know anything, but I was expecting a big shot from Khalil, okay? Don't go with that mythology. Go with this. And Magomed Ankalaev is the pick, $125 on him. He's the lock. He's not a lock. He is the fighter I've locked in to win this fight. Anyway, 247 subscribers. Let's get it to 250. Just need 3 more subscribers. Do it. Subscribe button. Leave a comment. Probably hate because I'm not white, and that means no. You know what? That's not the reason. Just because I am more likely to not be from Western society, I think I will get accused of being an Ankalaev fan because I just like Ankalaev and the crotch sniffing he brings to the table. And I don't. I would be happier with Periera winning if I didn't have money on this. But I do think Magomed Ankalaev, right, is going to win just because of no other reason than the fact that I just think he's better. And he is the #1 contender for a really long time. He's been the #1 contender for ages, it feels like. Like, he was having to fight Johnny Walker for some reason. After that Blachowicz fight, he realistically should have got the next title shot. If not, just one fight later. But he had to beat Walker. Got rescheduled, actually, because the first one was a no contest. Beat Walker. And then it was like, okay, fight Rakic now. Makes no sense why you're fighting Rakic. Rakic is coming off of 2 losses. Fight Rakic now. Whatever, though. Let's see how this goes. I will be a genius if Magomed Ankalaev wins, and I do think he's going to win. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Forget the last few comments I made in the video. But it's true.